Present.
Patty Housefeld,
Here.
Bob Culbertson,
Here.
Cindy Bettinghouse,
Here.
Ray Culbertson,
Here.
and Chris Schulmeyer.
Present.
Let the record show that all 7 members are present. At this time, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence for Mayor Stuchel's father who passed away last week, and we ask that you please keep his family in your prayers. Thank you. All right, at this time, we'll go to what is council's pleasure on the written minutes of the December 9th special council meeting as well as the January 3rd inauguration meeting.
Mr. President,
Ms. Bettinghouse.
make a motion to approve the written minutes of the December 9th special council meeting and January 3rd inaugural meeting.
I'll second that, Mr. President.
A motion by Ms. Bettinghouse, second by Ms. Housefeld to approve the written minutes of the December 9th special meeting as well as the January 3rd inauguration meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered. Do we?
I have some, a little bit.
From the mayor, or, okay, all right.
He just let me know he wanted to thank everybody for thinking of him and his family and praying for them. He should be back Sunday sometime, but he said please excuse his absence for his father's passing.
Very understandable, okay. Then we'll go to the auditor, Ms.
Okay,
Brickwick.
thank you.
Mhm.
The first thing on the agenda is resolution number 1, 2022. This is the one we pass every year. It's state law, just saying if we use any money to pay for, it approves paying for any refreshments or any food with public funds. So are there any questions on that? Okay.
Mr. President,
Mr. DeBerke.
make a motion for Resolution 1, 2022 on the table.
Second that.
A motion by Mr. DeBerke, second by Mr. Ray Culbertson to place the resolution for the refreshments on the table. Are there any remarks? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered. Okay.
The second thing I have, which is also, I guess, Tommy Paul, he had asked me to prepare ordinance 2, 2022. This is an additional appropriation using the capital equipment out of the capital fund for $193,943.61 for a new Packer. He said that they don't want the old Packer. They won't even take it as a trade-in, so they're just trying to figure out what to do with it. But he just wanted to put this before council, but I don't think I'll be able to answer many of your questions.
Mr. President,
Mr. DeBerke.
make a motion for ordinance 2, 2022 on the table.
Second that, Mr. President.
A motion by Mr. DeBerke, second by Ms. Housefeld to place an ordinance on the table for a new Packer. Are there any remarks? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered.
Then third, I just this evening, probably about 20 minutes ago, emailed all of you the end of the year expense and revenue reports. You will notice I did a little bit of a different breakout because we had Corona money last year, so you could kind of see what the difference was in expenditures and revenues, but I'll give a fuller detail at the next report or next meeting. And then finally, the W-2s have all been sent out via email, so you can get into your employee portals and get your W-2s. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Law Director, Ms. Van Valkenburg.
Thank you. Excuse me. At the end of last year, I circulated ordinance number, it was at that point 18/2021. I'd like to bring it before you again as ordinance number 3, 2022, and have that put on the table for next meeting, or for the council meeting, and that is the annual ordinance authorizing the solid waste collection fee for residential accounts. Thank you. That concludes my report.
Mr. President,
Ms. Housefeld.
I'd like to put ordinance number 3, 2022 on the table for next meeting. I'll second that.
Motion by Ms. Housefeld, second by Ms. Bettinghouse to place ordinance 3 for the garbage collection fees on the table. Are there any remarks? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So ordered. I said that's it. Treasurer's not here. Nothing from Mr. Paul? Okay. Nothing from Leanne. All right. We'll move to reports of standing committees. Finance, Mr. DeBerke.
No report.
Safety, Mr. Brickwig.
No report, Mr. President.
Service, Ms. Housefeld.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tonight I have the Service Department report for December 2021. There were 18 trucks placed at residences, 14 dumpsters placed at residence, 280 special pickups at residence, 197.84 tons of garbage taken to the landfill. And as far as the recycling, there was 30.52 tons of recycling material, 14,120 pounds of scrap metal, 7 30-yard trash dumpsters, and 1 30-yard trash waste dumpster. Thank you. That concludes my report, Mr. President.
Thank you. Public improvements, Mr. Bob Culbertson.
Thank you, Mr. President. The first CIC meeting for 2022 is scheduled for Tuesday, January 25th at 6 p.m. in council chambers. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Wells Contracts and Claims, Ms. Bettinghouse.
No report.
Thank you. Marketing, Mr. Ray Culbertson.
Thanks, Mr. President. The Recreation Department will be hosting sports sign-ups at the Recreation Office in the Municipal Building on the following dates: Saturday, January 29th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., Thursday, February 3rd from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, February 5th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Rec Department is now accepting applications for summer employment, including lifeguards and support staff at the Aquatic Center. The deadline to submit an application is Monday, January 31st. Finally, the next Historical Society meeting will take place on Monday, January 17th at 7 p.m. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Business and Industry, Mr. Schultmeyer.
No report, Mr. President.
Thank you. There is no audience, so I guess there's no.
Mr. President,
Mr.
if
DeBerke.
I may, on Facebook, there was people complaining about cars being broken into past couple nights. Talked to the police chief. Almost 100% of the cars were not locked. If you lock your car, they got videotapes of guys, or I shouldn't say guys, the criminals coming up to the car and try and open the car door. If the car door isn't open, they pass you by. Also, it was stated on Facebook that we don't cruise around the town as much because we're trying to conserve gas, we're trying to save money. That is totally false. The fuel bill continues to rise, but the new cars are hybrid. When they're cruising through the town, they're on battery power, not using gas powered. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. We'll give 1 second. The treasurer just walked in, so. Hey, John. We're at the end of the meeting. We're past you.
Sorry, Mr. President. The Star of Ohio account that we have with the state, our total at the end of the year was $7,323,170.20. And I'll make a copy and put it in the mailbox for the council. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, then I show for the council meeting on the 27th, 1 resolution for the refreshments and other items, and 2 ordinances, 1 for the new Packer and 1 for the garbage collection fees. At this time, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mr. President,
Mr. Ray Culbertson.
I make a motion we adjourn.
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Ray Culbertson, second by Mr. Bob Culbertson to adjourn. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? So ordered. We are adjourned.